Hello everyone, today we're going to be reproducing this image right here. What we'll be doing is we're going to be using text and we're going to have an image show through the text, and these describing words right here, these adjectives, are going to kind of represent what they are. For example, hot has flames, cold has ice showing through, fuzzy, and liquid. And to get this done, we have to use something called masks. And a mask basically allows you to only affect part of your picture by filtering out the rest of it. So you can work on one layer and it won't affect the layer that's underneath it. So here's how you get this going here. All right, so I'm just going to put this away. And in Pixlr, you can create a new image. And you can leave it at 800 by 600, that's okay. All right, so there's our image right there. Now, you can leave the background white. You can color it if you want to. If you'd rather have it black or something, you can always change the color of it. But the first thing you'll want to do is you need to import your background image, and you'll have to do a lot of resizing of this thing to kind of make it fit. So I'm going to go up to Layer, and I'm going to open Image as a layer. So I'm going to find an image, and it's going to go automatically into a layer. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the first one I worked with, was called Flames. Okay, and there's my very large picture of the flames. Now you don't need that big, so we're going to go here to Free Transform, or Control T, and grab it by the corner, and we're going to make it about this size here. I'll put it up here. All right, we're going to leave it right there. And then you're going to make a new layer of text. Now when you click text, it automatically makes a new layer over here as soon as you start typing. There's a new layer. And we can use all caps. Put the word you want. This one is going to be hot. And from regular, we'll make it boldface so it really shows through. And make sure the color is still black. If you'd ever change the color, make sure you still have black there. Okay. Now, we talked about this once before, is that text is not a picture. It is text. It's something that is not treated as a picture, but we can turn the text into a picture by rasterizing it. And so make sure you've got the hot layer, that's the text layer. The text layer is selected, and go up to Layer and pull down rasterize. And so it just rasterized just the three letters there, the H-O-T. Okay. So now we can actually move it around and do things with it. So I'm going to move it just a little bit so that I get more of the yellow and orange that's going to poke through. So whatever is behind it is going to show through. So we're going to mask out the rest of it and leave the H-O and T. Now, why did we have to rasterize it? Because if we didn't, then we wouldn't be able to use the magic wand key to select these parts right here. So I'm going to select the H, hold down the Shift key, then the O, then the T. So now we've selected those three. Now I'm going to select on the layer below it, which has the flames. And we're going to right click on it, and we're going to add a layer mask. And this is going to mask out the rest of the flames. And you're going, okay, so where did they all go? Well, they're still there. If you go over here and uncheck this top layer, you'll see that they show through now. Because what's happening is when you turn it on, the text is blocking the picture that's behind it. You masked out everything else. So I'm going to click on turn that layer off right there. So now we got that one, and we can move it around and put it where it needs to go. See, I got the right layer here. All right, so I'm going to put it right up here in the corner. Now, when you're done with this, you don't even need this text layer, this hot layer anymore. You can actually delete it if you like, just to kind of get it out of the way. Now, before you go on and do the next one, the next word, you're going to want to flatten the image. So from the top layer, right click, and you're going to flatten it. Flatten the image into one layer. And then you're going to do the same procedure. you're going to go over and find your next one. And I already saved the pictures. I went and looked for the pictures first before I started doing this. You have to have all your assets together first. So we're going to open image as a layer. And this one was an ice picture. Now, you're probably wondering what happened here. Why is everything gone? Well, my ice picture was so large that it takes up the whole screen. In fact, it's going way off the screen down here. So to get it back into perspective, so I can get it back, do free transform, grab this, and I just had to keep making it smaller and smaller and smaller until I could see the ice. It takes a while to make that happen with this. There, you're starting to see it now. So make my ice nice right there. Okay, I'm going to put right there. Then next thing I'm going to do is put in my text, and this word's going to be cold. Make it boldface. And before you put this away, you might want to reposition that so you get exactly the part you want to show through is behind each letter. There we go. Now we have this one selected already. We're going to rasterize it. And then we should be able to use the magic wand, select the letters individually, hold down the Shift key, select those letters like that. Now in the layer just below the text, in this case is layer 3, right click on it, and we're going to make a layer mask. So we masked out everything we don't want, uncheck this so it shows through. Like I said, you can actually delete this one if you want, and we're going to move this underneath here. Then the last step is to flatten the image. So you're down to 1, and you just do the same thing for the other 2 right there. Now when you're done with the entire thing, if you want to put a background that's a different color on it, it's really not too hard to do. All you'd have to do is just add another layer like this, and then let's say you wanted the background to be black. It looks like I got rid of it. Just have to put it behind it. I got to unlock this first and put it behind it, and then you should. Oh, I guess we can't do that. Well, leave it white. That's okay. Anyway, that's how you do this project, everyone. And when you're done, just turn it in. Take your image, make sure you save your image, put it in the document that's attached to the assignment, and then turn that in today. And if you have to work on the other one, if you still have time to work on the other one or any other missing assignments today, that's fine too.